Hello, Hero Collectors here. How's it going, everybody? Hope y'all are doing fantastic. I know I am because I'm finally getting these two figures in hand. These are the Wolverine and Captain America figures from the Marvel Legends Secret Wars retro carded line. I've had these guys on pre-order. I've actually seen them in store since they hit my pile of loot. If you want to see what else I got in my pile of loot, make sure you go check out my latest haul video. But yeah, I've had these sitting for a couple months now, but I finally have them in hand. Can't wait to get them open. I think I'm more excited for this cap because he might be a new like main shelf cap or potentially go with my first appearance Avengers and Invaders. Less excited for this Wolverine, but it's still Wolverine, so you know I gotta have it. So you know what? Let's start with Wolverine since I'm more excited for Cap. And let's, if you want to see the back of the card, here you go. You can see all that artwork and all the other figures in the wave. Still need to get Iron Man, and I will not be getting the Spider-Man from the wave. Yeah, so let's go ahead and rip this card open. So, yeah. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay. Get that out of there, and now there's all kinds of cardboard dust on my desk. But there is Wolvie out of the tray. Or on the tray, out of the actual card itself. We got a few Wolverines here for comparison, and I want to try some potential head swaps or just check which yellow color matches this costume better from previous Wolverines. And let's get that out. And shield. There. And now let's get Wolverine. Oh, come on. Alright. Toss that to the side. Let's get him stood up so we can get a proper focus and know where to have him in frame. We got the lenticular shield here. This is probably the only figure that I'll ever actually display the shield with, because I think this is just going to go in my Wolverine collection and just be the toy representation of the Secret Wars Wolverine. Because I don't love this brown suit, or like this color, for a comic brown suit. And I do have a standard brown suit in my collection. We'll do a comparison here in just a second. But I don't love the colors here, is what I'm getting at here. And let's just kind of bust in the articulation here. This is a lot of the X-Men 97 reuse Wolverine, or reuse of that Wolverine, sorry. It's been a long day. My words are a little mixed up. But so it's all pinless. It's got some decent joints. It's got arm hair sculpted on. And that's... legs are good. Waist, get the crunch. And yeah, elbows are good. There's the shoulders. Looks like these are the smaller shoulder joints that were also on the Extreme Wolverine that I noticed. Ooh. I don't know if you guys heard that crack. That scared me. Is it? Okay, it's actually sculpted there to be raised. It's like the cloth is actually, it's supposed to simulate that the cloth, I can't speak, is actually over the shoulder. That's interesting. I might grab the Extreme Wolverine here in a second to compare and see if those are the same shoulders. It wasn't a comparison I planned to do, but I might as well do it now. Yeah, that's basic Wolverine articulation. I don't love this head sculpt. It's probably one of my less favorite Wolverine head sculpts in general. The hair just doesn't look too good. I don't like the actual like sculpting of the face. I mean, if you do, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I just have a certain preference when it comes to Wolverine. And let's put the mask back on just for this, and then we will pop some claws on this figure, like so. that one with claws as well. Yeah. I mean, it looks like a Wolverine. That's what it's meant to do. So, here's the only other normal brown suit Wolverine I have in my collection. This is the Juggernaut Wave Wolverine. I mean, these claws are incredibly better, but this is a very dark brown. I don't have the 2017 Avengers retro carded Wolverine. I'd like to get that one because I think that's a nice middle ground between these colors and would be like my definitive brown suit Wolverine. Maybe they'll do that shade of brown again in a standard release, but as of right now, I think this is more my standard until we get that. This, yeah, I think will definitely represent the toy version of Wolverine in my collection. But speaking of other Wolverines, I wanted to compare the yellow color and see if it matched any other Logans we have in our collection. It seems to be just a shade darker than this one, than the X-Men 97. And this just seems a little too bright. So let's pull this one. Actually, we'll still try a head swap. I just want to see what this new cowl looks like on some of these other brighter yellow Wolverine figures, just for fun. So let's go ahead and take this, set it aside, we'll pop it on here, and you can kind of fudge it. It's definitely a shade darker than this yellow, and you can tell. But let's try this one. That's a little bit better match. So if you want an alternate head for your X-Men 97 Wolverine, this is a possible swap you can do. The skin tones are not the same. This is a bit, well, I think this one is a bit more pink. I've noticed this skin tone is a bit darker, or it's like a, what's the, I want to say sickly, but I don't know if it just has like a yellow tone to it, or like an orange tone rather than a more pale, more pink skin tone. It's more present when you have the unmasked head from the X-Men 97 figure. But yeah, let's put these. Actually, while I've got the body, here is the X-Men 97 cowl on this figure. Yeah, the yellows don't, or the skin tones don't quite match. The yellows match okay. I think that, yeah, the skin tone, you can see this more pink. This is more kind of, again, I want to say more for an orange, I suppose. But yeah, not quite a match. And just because I have the other head here, let's just see how it looks. And that, yeah. Maybe you could fudge it, but I don't think it works too well. But yeah, that's all the head swaps I wanted to try for this guy. Let's get these out of the way. I just want to try and equip this shield, just for fun. I think he's the only, is he the only figure that doesn't come with, no, Titania and Beyonder don't come with grip hands either. So I think Cap comes with grip hands, so I think he can actually hold the peg on the shield. But yeah, there's Wolverine with his shield equipped. So we'll just kind of set him off to the side and let's open Cap. Alright, so here is Cap in package, and just like Wolverine, there is the back of the packaging there. You can see it like so. Well, let's get him cracked open. Is that? I do hope that one of these days they give us a Captain America that comes with a couple shields that are more solid and not like gimmicky, because I don't want to have to keep stealing from Ultimate Captain America figures to have a complete shield. But this is a cool shield to have. I do appreciate that they're trying new things with Captain America figures. I just want them to also include standard shields, so we're not always stuck with something like this. Oh, come on. Pointer and the other grip. Head sculpt. Come on. Get there. There's that. Okay. There is cap out of the tray. Let's angle it back down. And we can start taking a look at the figure. And again, I've got little cardboard bits all over my desk now. But this is looking more pale in hand now that I have him. I'll do a comparison with the 20th Captain America here in a second. I think on camera he's coming across a bit more vibrant than he is in hand. Oh, there. The joint was stiff. But yeah, I think the colors, the blue is less of a deep blue and more of like a not quite a sky blue, but just like a pale kind of color. Maybe when I do the comparison I'll come across what I'm trying to say. But the red's definitely more pale. I can say that for sure. Again, on the camera it's coming out vibrant. I don't know what's up with that. Ooh, this crunch seems more limited than usual. Or maybe I'm just not as familiar with this mold as I thought I was. But there's that. Good splits. Forward, guard. Okay. Double jointed knees. Love the Buccaneer boots, as always. Ugh. When you get far away, because I was looking at these figures in package before I opened them here, the print work on the head sculpts looked a little bit fuzzy, but from a distance it actually doesn't look too bad, at least on this head sculpt. So, I got Captain America all broken in there. Not looking too shabby. Since he's so chipper, let's put one of his alternate hands in and have him saluting so it looks a bit more appropriate. There we go. That's Captain America right there. But let's see this shield. I like that. It's got some cracks on the inside too. That looks really good. I like the printing. The printing's really good, and all these cracks are molded on there. So it's not just paint. It's actually more rubbery than most of his other shields. Let's equip it like that. And then we can do that. Ooh, I just had a thought. I might try and equip this to an MCU figure. I'll get one down here in a second. Here's his lenticular shield. Let's see. Steve Rogers pops up. It's a little weird that they have that as the shield alternate look, but we'd get no Steve Rogers head. But yeah, we got pointer hand, grip hand, and then here his angry head. Which, again, from a distance doesn't look too bad. When I got really close, the line work here where the mask meets the face is a little blurry and the eyes are slightly off the mold, I want to say. But still looks good. I think just standing on the shelf, it wouldn't look too bad. Then we got these little pieces here. Yeah, it actually looks like it's supposed to go together. Then they are supposed to go like that, but you're still missing chunks of the shield. Yeah, it's supposed to go just like that. But it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and compare it to the other Captain America that I have, and you can see here what I'm talking about with the reds and the blues looking a bit more pale. This is definitely more of a deeper blue. This one has the actual like printing on the scale mail, so it's got the darker blue underneath with a lighter print above, and you can see the shading on the actual torso and on the boots and whatnot. But I don't know. I thought because this one was pinless that it might take my main display, but I think I might still stick with this cap as my main display figure. And this guy might go to my World War II Invaders and my First Appearance Avengers section. So, I don't know. It's just kind of my initial thoughts right there. Let's actually swap these shields just to see how it looks. Still wish, again, this Ultimate Captain America shield in hand is a lot paler. It's not a vibrant color. It actually kind of fits for this cap. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm still loving this Captain America as my main shelf one. I like the colors. I think I like the head sculpt a little bit more. I wish it had the way the gloves are designed, because these are molded on and look a little sloppy at the edges, while these are actually separate pieces. So, I don't know. Once I take pictures of this guy, I'll kind of figure out where I want to put these. Let's put Cap off to the side. I'm going to pause the video and get down the MCU Endgame Cap. Alright, here is the movie Endgame Captain America. I know this might not work, but I just wanted to see how it looks with the broken comic shield equipped to the figure. And come on. Ugh. There, okay. So let's see how this looks. Ooh. There we go. Okay, yeah. Actually doesn't look too bad. If it was shaded just a little bit darker, it might be perfect. But I think in the movie it's supposed to be, isn't it like this, where it's broken? I think so. So I'd almost have to take okay, I've got a grip hand right here. It probably won't fit properly. Oh, come on. There it goes. But the clip is visible. Okay. I don't know. It's just an idea. I will settle on how I want to display this shield later. But I don't know. I kind of like that as a potential display idea. It's really vibrant for the movie stuff, but still, that kind of looks cool, because Hasbro still hasn't given us a broken shield for the movie. I say still hasn't, but like they've done like 2 releases of this Endgame Cap. I don't know. It's just fun. Let's give Secret Wars Cap back his shield. We'll bring in Wolverine and just kind of pose him up for a second. And we'll kind of end this video. So let's pop the angry head on, because it's serious. It's very serious. So we got that one. Let's pose him in kind of like a running. And do this, the shield. That doesn't look too bad. He's very angry at the Beyonder, or Doom. Yeah, pose is pretty good. And then let's bring back Wolverine. So his shield like so. And I don't know. Let's get him down in a really, like, squatted pose. Let's try to do... yeah, something like that. That'd be good. So maybe he's, like, just got hit. Oh, I was going to look at Extreme Wolverine and see if they are the exact same shoulders. Okay, here we go. It looks like yes, because you can see there's a bump on this sculpt. That same bump is right there. So yeah, the shoulders on this figure that I noticed were smaller in the unboxing video actually came from this figure. So that's cool to know that they're still updating the sculpt on Wolverine, even the base figure. But yeah, there is Cap and Wolverine from the Secret Wars wave. So I'll eventually do a review of these guys, probably mix it, do like a split review where I put one with Beyonder and the other with Titania. I'll eventually get Iron Man, and he'll probably get his own review, and then I'll rank the wave of the 5 figures that I got. But as of right now, that is where I'm at with these figures. Pretty satisfied. Again, I'm going to have to take photos and really decide how I feel about this Wolverine, but it's definitely not going to be a main shelf figure. This one, it's going to depend on how I feel once I take photos, where he's going to go, how do I feel about him, you know, that whole deal. But still very happy that I have these, and I hope you guys are happy with this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and I will talk to you all in another video, another post, another time.